People of hope, bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all our iniquities, who heals all our diseases, who redeems our life from the pit, who satisfies you with good as long as you live, so that your youth might be renewed like the eagles. Yes, let all who are gathered at hope say, bless the Lord, O my soul. Amen. And hear these words from the book that we love, the bush that burns and is never consumed. From 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people, in order that you may proclaim the mighty acts of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
Welcome to the 153rd commencement at Hope College. Since the first class at Hope College graduated in 1866, thousands of students have been celebrated for earning bachelor's degrees and, for a while, master's degrees from Hope College. This afternoon, we continue a splendid tradition. The graduates of the class of 2018 are grateful for the support which they have received from family members and from friends, many of whom have gathered here this afternoon. I think it's appropriate then that the graduates would stand and turn and thank their family and friends for their support. Let's do that with a rousing cheer. Thank you all for sharing in this celebration. Now, you may find it somewhat peculiar that this service, at which degrees are granted upon the completion of undergraduate curriculum, should be labeled as a commencement. After all, to commence is to begin, to initiate. Of course, our graduates who have concluded their requirements for a degree are also commencing or beginning their lives at college. It is both a time for celebrating the great accomplishments and of commencing, of looking forward to the future. Now, before we commence with our program, I'd like to take a moment to recognize three essential and esteemed faculty members who are also graduating today and will begin a new stage in their lives of retirement. So I'd like to ask Patricia Griffin, the Assistant Professor of Education, Stephen Iannacone, the Associate Professor of Dance, and Sander de Haan, Professor of German and Dutch, to please stand. And yes, and we thank Patricia and Stephen and Sander for a collective 73 years of service to the students of Hope College. You will be missed. Thank you very much.
My name is Joe Bustamante, and as president of this year's chapter of the Hope College Mortar Board, I have the honor of presenting the Hope Outstanding Professor Educator Award. Each year, the graduating class elects the professor whom it deems to be the outstanding teacher of the year. Hope has always prided itself on the quality of its teachers. It is well known that the professors at Hope have a genuine care for students. They go above and beyond for their students, helping them to excel academically and to grow personally. They act not just as educators, but as mentors and as advisors. The professor that is selected this year for the Hope Award embodies all of these qualities and more that makes a great teacher. On a personal note, this professor was one of the first faculty to reach out to me during my first semester at Hope as a freshman. He acted as a mentor and even invited me to be part of a Bible study that he led. I can certainly attest that this year's winner has the qualities that make not just a good professor, but a good person as well. With that, it's my pleasure to announce that this year's winner of the Hope Outstanding Professor Educator Award is Dr. Stacy Jackson. Dr. Jackson, please join me.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rosemarie Falsetta, and I have been the Student Congress class representative for the class of 2018 the past 3 years. It is a privilege to introduce the commencement speaker today. Dr. Temple Smith became a member of the Hope College family in 2012. With areas of expertise including race, mental health, and economic stratification, Dr. Smith is actively expanding the worldview of each student that steps into her classroom. Not only that, but she is passionate about young adults and the developmental transition from adolescence to adulthood, as evidenced by her many academic research and service projects. Dr. Smith's most recent publications appear in the Journal of Ethnicity and Inequalities in Health and Social Care in the Journal of Teaching Sociology. Her current research explores college-aged populations and the impact of childhood poverty on aspirations, opportunity construction, and academic performance. It is evident that Dr. Smith has impacted students both in and outside of the classroom. Students named her the recipient of Hope's Faculty Appreciation Award in 2016. When asked to describe Dr. Smith, students say, and I quote, "She is passionate about us and allows for creative thought and growth in the classroom. She holds conversations that are intentional and sincere. She strives for us to succeed and sincerely gives all of her time, energy, and drive to make sure it happens." Students say, "Dr. Smith is dedicated to us. She's understanding and willing to go the extra step and is the most enthusiastic professor I've had at Hope." Students say, "She makes a difference. Her joy radiates through her in every class she teaches. Any student who has her as a professor is lucky." Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Dr. Temple Smith to the podium.
After an introduction like that, you get a hug. Thank you. Congratulations to this most excellent class of 2018. To the parents, grandparents, friends, families, mentors, and supporters of our dear students, we recognize you at this time. Together, we share this proud moment as these students are before us, adorned with caps and gowns and aspiring faces, no longer nervous freshmen, but prepared seniors. What a moment for us all. To seniors, here we are, class of 2018, assembled one last time to commemorate your victory that we call commencement. Yours has been the survival of late night studying, arduous labs, too many group projects to name, and tons and tons and tons and tons of homework. Laughter at Phelps, friendships in the residence halls, and plenty of good times and stories to decorate the memories of your mind with a fondness for your now alma mater, Hope College. I am so elated to have been chosen to speak to you, class of 2018, and I won't be before you long. As I thought about what to say today, I went through the possibility of delivering several different addresses. Okay. So I thought about the game of life. You remember that? The board game by the makers of Milton and Bradley. The slogan for that game, "You can be a winner in the game of life." I said, okay, I can unpack that. Maybe they're on to something there. After all, the intended age group for that game was 8 to 11. Surely I can talk to college graduates about winning in the game of life. I thought about Oprah. She's America's cheerleader, our brightest and best. She said, "Live your best life." Oh, I'm here for that. I thought about, okay, that sounds great. I'll encourage you to live your best life. As a sociology professor, I thought I should relay the wisdom of academic literature, echoing and defining characteristics of this generation, proclaimed by leading academicians and scholars. And in my furious planning, I grew still. And a still, small, quiet voice, deeper than Milton and Bradley, more prominent than Oprah, and wiser than all the academic literature combined, reminded me that while popular culture, media, public figures, and society have all attempted to speak to your generation and further label your generation as the X generation or the iPhone generation or the entitlement generation and offer mantras to live by, God has already defined your generation and offered words to live by. In 1 Peter 2:9, we're reminded that you're the chosen generation, meant to showcase the excellency of our God. Thus, class of 2018, I have prepared for you a short address entitled Chosen. So this is hope. You have been chosen. Chosen means to have been selected. You were selected. You were admitted to Hope College 4 years ago. Through the years, you were prepared. We, as an institution, ever striving to live up to our mission, prepared you for lives of leadership and service in a global society. Through academic programs of recognized excellence in the liberal arts, in the context of the historic Christian faith, you were prepared, shouts our mission. Prepared across the various fields of science, law, education, arts, and social sciences. It is our hope that you fully lean into and embrace the call on your life for which you have been chosen. In this very assembly holds the promise the world is waiting for, you. So this is hope. Mark Twain puts it this way: the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. We hope that you fully answer and fulfill your calling. There are lives that you are meant to touch, positions only you can fill, answers for which only you have, and barriers only you can break. It won't always be easy, but you've been chosen and prepared. You come from good stock. So this is hope. Hope is a desire for some future good. This is not merely looking on the bright side or being a perpetual optimist. The theological virtue of hope is a form of confidence in God. It sets aside empty fears and a dread of failure and encourages fresh efforts. One theologian put it this way: he who loses hope will not succeed, but who continues to hope cannot fail at last. So this is hope. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. May you ever be reminded of the anchor, symbolic of your time here, urging you to have hope, firm and secure. Remember to hold fast to hope, class of 2018, for it is a choice. In the face of inevitable trials, transition stressors about what's next, and the bravery that life requires, recall that you have been chosen, prepared, and equipped. Hold fast to hope when fiery trials of life threaten to extinguish your light. Know that if God brought you to it, he will bring you through it. Remember all that you have learned here, in and out of the classroom. Writer of Lamentations 3:21 puts it this way: these things I remember, therefore have I hope. Colloquially speaking, you got this. So this is hope. In the coming years, we hope that you will remember our small college in Holland, ornate and stately with its glorious green pine grove, majestic stained glass chapeled windows, inspiring professors, and symbol of an anchor, exclaiming our namesake, hope, and more importantly, hope in God. Remember that you've been chosen for a unique purpose. It is our hope that you pursue that purpose and wholly fulfill it. In closing, this is the part you have to remember. So you say, what was the commencement speech about? Okay, so I'm gonna get you ready. In closing, my charge to you as you leave this place called hope is that you leave with a hope, a desire for future good, firm and secure, to do what only you can in the pursuit for which only you have been chosen. So, class of 2018, this is hope. And as expressed in Romans 5:5, hope does not disappoint. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Mr. President, the seniors whose names appear in the commencement program have fulfilled all of the requirements for their degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Nursing. It is my pleasure, Mr. President, to present to you the members of the senior class for the conferral of these degrees. Will the members of the senior class please rise?
With the authority vested in me by the sovereign state of Michigan and by the official action of the Board of Trustees of Hope College, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree which you have earned with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Graduates, you will now be conducted to the platform. Provost Short Johnson will read your names, and it will be my privilege to present the diplomas to you.
Graduates may now be seated. Dr. Stephanie Edwards and Dr. Joanne Stewart will direct you to come forward. As you walk across the stage, your relationship with the college does not end. In fact, this marks your first day as a member of the Hope College Alumni Association. It is a free and lifelong membership, connecting you with over 33,000 alumni in every state of our nation and in 80 countries. We encourage you to be an active member by updating your contact information and exploring many ways to be involved. Next time you visit our website, just click alumni instead of students. A few instructions for our parents and guests this afternoon. We have a professional photographer, several of them, taking pictures of our graduates as they receive their diplomas. They are very good. Therefore, we ask that you relax in your seat this afternoon and do not come to the podium to take photographs. The commencement ceremony is an ancient rite handed down to us from the earliest European universities. It is an occasion for reflection, gratitude, and great joy. If this afternoon you feel the Holy Spirit leading you to clap, to cheer, and to shout, then by all means celebrate. But please do so briefly. We want to be sure to hear each of our 685 graduates' names, giving each one of them the special attention that they have earned. And now it is my great pleasure and honor to invite our graduates forward to receive their diplomas. It is your time, class of 2018. We begin with the Bachelor of Arts. Dong Abimi Jonathan James Alvaro. Kristen Veronica Anderson. Laura Nicole Anderson. Rachel Rietta Anderson. Mackenzie Dolores Andrioli. Alexandra Joy Archer. Alyssa Brooke Aarons. Stephanie Delia Arndt. Angelica Arroyo. Hyla Medina Mikiel Asefa. Madeline F. Osterman. Michelle Elizabeth Austin. Joseph Griffin Bear. Brianna Lynn Bailey. Taylor Alexandra Bailey. Amber Deshay Baker. Paige Riley Baker. Andrew J. Balk. Nicholas J. Balline. Michael Wayne Banzit. Kelly C. Barletta. Kelsey Grace Barnes. Michael W. Barnett. Caroline B. Barnett. Rachel Cash Bartkowiak. Melissa Catherine Bazzani. Keegan Julia Bellick. Kayla Lene Bentz. Cassidy Marie Bernhardt. Summer S. Besteman. Mallory Ann Beswick. Brett P. Bethke. Jordan T. Betton. Maria Jean Biskin. Faith E. Bischoff. Thomas Mitchell Blackport. Rachel Blau. Natalie Gwen Boardway. Kyle Donald Bowes. Lindsay M. Boone. Laure Marie Therese Julienne Boré. Raven Courtney Elizabeth Bouvet. Hannah Jo Brock. Hannah G. Brockway. David Grant Brogan. Brian Patrick Brown. Joseph Keegan Brown. Anne Elizabeth Lu Ming Brucer. Madison Marie Buckner. Andrew Edward Bulson. Melanie Grace Burkhart. Ashlyn Penner Burnside. Joseph Michael Bustamante IV. Rebecca Jean Booth. Christian Ryan Butler. Devin James Butler. Ismael Antonio Byers. Amber Lee Carnahan. Dorian M. Carpenter. Daniel Nicholas Carrasco. Daniel F. Carrick. Daniel F. Carrick. I got it. Emily Carson. Erin Colette Caton. Victoria Alexis Chapman. Clarissa Chavez Martinez. Derek Chen. Brianna Rose Cherry. Emma Nicole Chester. John Thomas Chizeski. Sam Cho. Jennifer Lynn Simarusti. Tyler Stephen Clark. Emily Ann Cleland. Juliet Elizabeth Collins. Caitlin Ann Colonies. Julia Lynn Condotti. Emma Conley. Jacob L. Conroy. Michaela Christine Contreras. Diana Cortez. Kelsey Grace Cox. Cammie Renee Kripe. Katie S. Cruz. Abigail C. Cunningham. Caitlin D. Kernick. Nicholas M. Seamer. Mahalia Consuela Dam. Connor E. Davis. Benjamin A. DeRitter. Emily Ann Dean. Kendra Jean DeFazio. Shannon Marie Degnan. Alexandra Nicole DeYoung. Kylie M. DeKreiger. Anya Jean Denblaker. Allison Grace DeVries. Blake James DeWitt. Ashley Dominguez Martinez. Keenan R. Donk. Maeve Elizabeth Donley. Alec Michael Dode. Alec Michael Dode. Rebecca Joanne Downing. Sarah James Downing. Luke Gregory Dreyer. Lauren Nicole Deistermars. Lee Catherine Dunlap. Abigail Lee Duran. Gabriella Dina Dyke. Martin John Dykstra. Sarah Marie Dykstra. Brooke Ann Ebles. Lisa K. Edstrom. Zachary James Egbert. Monica Pauline Elliott. Carolyn Callista Ellis. Cameron Benjamin Wilt Ellsworth. Anne Christine Elzinga. Emily Jane Erickson. Catherine W. Erickson. Sarah B. Erksleben. Samuel John Esseis. Brittany A. Evans. Elizabeth Louisa Evenhouse. Justin M. Fairfield. Evan Frederick Fall. Rosemary Z. Falsetta. Hannah Rose Fawcett. Rebecca A. Fazenfeld. Dominic D. Ferreira. James Nicholson Fix. Esther Renee Fletcher. Garrett Fogo. Taylor Marion Foote. Darren Brian Ford. Jenna L. Ford. Andrew P. Fortier. Maje M. Foster. Emma Adele Fowler. Zach Francisco. Sarah Rose Frank. Alyssa Ann Frazee. Vanessa Lou Freeberg. Aaron E. Freiberger. Riley Stephen Frenette. Jonathan R. Fryer. Jocelyn Renee Fritchie. Natalie Darlene Folk. Kyle Paul Thomas Funk. Sarah K. Gallagher. Oswaldo Gallegos Jr. Olivia Marie Garcia. Maria G. Garcia Reyes. Tyler A. Gargala. John A. Gachet. Amanda Gail Gibson. Tyler G. Tyler J. Gibson. Viviana M. Geeson. Shannon Marie Gill. Delaney I. Giltner. James Donald Glegolo. Kristen Elizabeth Godwin. Katie Jane Golneck. Alejandra Gomez Limon. Garrett R. Gormley. Madeline Ann Kathleen Gauman. Daisy Gracia. Taylor G. Graham. Taylor Mackenzie Grill. Connor Scott Grimes. Noah Richard Groth. Abigail Therese Gurka. Irma Guzman. Sophia Elizabeth Jane Hackett. Courtney Heitzma. David Francis Hallam. Caroline Elizabeth Hampton. Austin R. Handrich. Shelby Pearl Handrich. Ryan D. Hansen. Stephen Dragoo Hansen. Daniel Edward Harmon. Rebecca Noel Harity. Dante Hawkins. Wenzine He. Dustin G. Heka. Seth Carson Held. Joseph E. Hernandez. Alyssa Jo Heinen. Samantha Jo Hill. Angelique M. Hines. Julia Grace Hines. Amy A. Hickson. Linnea Lane Helm. Lindsay Arden Hoagland. Cade P. Hooksama. Aaron Delaney Hulalan. Olivia Grace Hoppin. Russell Paul Haup. Cody A. Houts. Brianna Jean Howard. John Austin E. Huffer. Grace E. Holderman. Quinn Christian Humphrey. John R. Hunger. Angel Iniguez Jr. Molly Ann Ireland. Jillian Patricia Isett. Jacob Jackson. Regine L. Jackson. Hannah E. Jacobs. Megan Marie Jacobs. Kristen Taylor Jansen. Lakna Bisika Giasinga. Reagan Elizabeth Jeckles. Cooper J. Jennings. Rachel Therese Jipping. Alexander Douglas Johnson. Blake C. Johnson. Dylan Craig Johnson. Alexis Sierra Johnson. Kearney Marie Johnson. Anna Elizabeth Jones. Sydney S. Jones. Lindsay E. Yonker. Elisa L. Kaiser. Olivia Marie Khalil. Annie Alexa Kalmink. Nicholas Isaiah Clay Canapel. Matthew Edward Karlovich. Nancy J. Cast. Jonah E. Kava. Katrin B. Kelly. Kathleen Mary Kelly. Rudy Marie Kelly. Hannah Nicole Kempker. John Robert Kendall III. Rachel Caroline Kennedy. Caitlin Elizabeth Keyser. Melissa J. Kindinger. Taryn Ray King. Alexandra J. Norp. Caitlin Elise Kogel. Kyle Mackenzie Koenig. Daniel J. Kosiba. Martha Nadine Kostin. Jacob A. Kozlowski. Sarah Margaret Krish. Emily Jane Kruger. Christopher J. Kruger. Courtney M. Kimmin. Samuel Norden Kuiper. Mayton Khan Kurtulush. Sherman Edward Labarge Jr. Marcus A. Lambert. Madison Jane Landman. Emily Margaret Larkin. Amy C. Larson. Aubrey O'Rourke Lavoy. Eric M. Lizalde. Bethany N. Lee. Shinwoo Lee. Philip R. Laguerre. Jennifer Marie Lichty. Christopher Scott Lee. Kelsey Lynn Lewis. Meredith Suzanne Lind. Victoria Catherine Lindemolder. Marianne E. Lorstorfer. Kimberly Lopez. Marissa Sharon Lozier. Caitlin Marie Moss. Ashley Nicole McDonald. Alyssa Marie McKay. Catherine Elizabeth McLean. Kenzie Ann Mater. Ariana Dolores Malbrough. Haley Lynn Margison. Carolina K. Marshall. Claire Elizabeth Martin. Ivy Allegra Martinez. Brooke Daniel Matson. Connor P. McDowell. Gabrielle L. McLaren. Sydney L. McLean. Matiana Medrano. Olivia Sue Meisty. Emily P. Mexicano Gormley. Astrid Natalie Mendez. Roberto Mendoza Jr. Ellen Messner. Nicole Elizabeth Meyer. Amanda Grace Meyering. Adrian Meza. Trevor Scott Maduma. Michael Martin McClusick. John Kent Miller. Pierce Richard Parker Zach Voet Millington. Julia Marie Phelps Mills. Nicholas T. Minor Jr. Quincy D. Mitchell. Just 1 second. The M's. Vanessa A. Moyer. Brian Evan Molehook. Shannon J. Maloney. Juan Angel Montoya Falcon. Gloria F. Morales. Angelina Maria Morelli. Annie Jean Morin. Rachel Ann Morrison. Gabriella Margaret Mucci. Carrie Ann Mullen. Haley S. Muller. Kyle Deegan Mullen. Rourke P. Mullins. Brianne Ashlyn Munch. Tristan E. Mundy. Aaron Noel Murphy. Sierra Ann Muchler. Karina Nazario. J. Matthew Neuenhaus. Kristen Marie Nowak. Emma Catherine Nyhoff. Elijah Benjamin Nykamp. Kaylee A. Obney. Colin Bernard O'Connor. Emily Susan O'Connor. Michael John O'Day II. Marissa A. O'Keefe. David Michael Onofrio. Elizabeth Oriens. Madison Kristen Ostrander. Tegan Renee Overhog. Anne Louise Oxendian. Rebecca Joy Palomino. Ashley E. Panton. Jacob A. Pardonay. Nicholas David Parliament. Blake Alexander Parmer. Elena Christella Parsons Viens. Theophania Ann Patterson. Patrick Anthony Patton. Benjamin Glenn Peterson. Lauren Marie Perry. Ivy Olivia Peterson. Katie Ann Peterson. Michael James Puler. Zachary L. Peary. Hannah Janae Picart. Karis Annette Pickart. Alyssa Jane Pinkham. Justin Frank Pinto. George B. Plaster. Amy Podgorica. Megan Elizabeth Pop. Melissa N. Porchik. Ariana Nicole Port. Keaton J. Post. Lauren Ashley Postma. Hope Victoria Potgieser. Megan Nicole Powell. Sarah P. Prager. Nicholas R. Price. Chelsea Joy Pruse. Ethan Fronier Rader. Peter E. Rack. Laura Elizabeth Raymaker. Andrea Ramirez. Gianna F. Ramirez. Heather Ann Elizabeth Randall. Kyle William Reason. Haley Sue Reitzma. Matthew J. Reitzma. Colleen Sage Reveille. Lucilee Elizabeth Reyes Alvarenga. Shelby G. Rhodes. Allison Asham Rich. Gerald J. Richardson. Madeline R. Riedlinger. Sydney Catherine Rixey. Elizabeth May Riemann. Erica Rose Rimmelsbach. Meredith Grace Rinke. Allison Louise Risto. Caroline Mackenzie Ritter. Olivia Ann Roberts. Noah Renee Robson. Logan Paul Rock. Nathan Donald Rock. James William Rogers. Adam Mark Rolane. Mason Davis Rosado. Matthew T. Rose. Madison E. Raskuska. Peter E. Ross. Yu Ru. Marissa Caitlin Rule. Matthew Frank Ruping. Kevin Rukundo. Daniel Dwayne Rush. Catherine Ann Respecki. Murray William Sales V. Jacob Richard Sandy. Josias Tunuli Sanin. Rachel M. Sackwitz. Heidi Brixie Schetzel. Natalie Lynn Schulk. Gina R. Skierbeek. Karen Renee Schmidt. Elizabeth Grace Schoenfeld. Elizabeth Jane Schrank. Andrew J. Schrotenboer. Allison L. Schultz. Samuel Schuster. Jacqueline J. Schwark. Kaylee Ann Schweppe. Sarah Jean Seckler. Brooke A. Seville. Marissa Seymour. Andrew David Shea. Jonathan M. Sheasley. Emma K. Shine. Maxwell Turner Sievers. Shelby Nicole Simmons. Caitlin Elizabeth Singer. Curtis J. Slank. Adrian Anson Smith. Akia Nairi Smith. Andrew Joseph Smith. Hayden Scott Smith. Xavier C. Smith. Carly Marie Samavia. Claire Elizabeth Sorachi. Gabrielle Mackenzie Spangler. Sarah Catherine Spencer. Reagan Caroline Spindler. Genevieve M. Sponseller. Courtney Faye Stahl. Rebecca Jean Stanwyck. Timmy Kathleen Staub. Megan Elizabeth Sturba. Hannah Michelle Stevens. Carolyn Ann Stewart. Savannah Cynthia Madeline Stewart. Lillian Nell Stouffer. Nia Rachel Stringfellow. Elizabeth Ann Stewart. Amanda Faith Susnack. Carissa Kayla Sutherland Smith. Lauren Swears. Noah Martin Switaleski. Lauren Ann Sigverson. Mary Catherine Zuma. Holly Ann Talarico. Kaylin Grace Tarsa. Zachary James Telfor. Tyler N. Thayer. Mary Claire Tice. Justine A. Thomas. Tara Yvonne Thompson. Mara Francis Timoney. Summer Lynn Nichols Timmer. Courtney Ann Tito. Caitlin Joy Tobin. Nola Pearl Tolsma. Allison Lang Tooley. Julia Ann Torin. Brenda Jasmine Torres. Ein Trin. Ein. So it's Ein Trin. Eleanor Marie Twitty. Emily B. Uresti. Anna Grace Van Deelen. Trevor A. Van Loo. Carly M. Van Zyl. Alyssa N. Vandermeulen. Jacob C. Vanderveen. William Martin Vandelmelin. Second time. Taylor Simone Van Remmen. Alex L. Van Vliet. Rachel Christine Van Zevelt. Bethany Lee Vaughn. Dina M. Valandra. Abigail Elizabeth Veldink. Elizabeth Jean Verhage. Noah Vesper. Danielle Brianne Villa. Jacqueline Villarreal. Abby Elizabeth Visser. Jared Allen Viet. Travis J. Wallace. Nicole A. Walsh. Victoria Lynn Ward. Ashley Marie Warner. Mackenzie B. Warner. Joseph Toms Watson. Rachel Nicole Webb. Kyle Morgan Weck. Nathan R. Wheeldryer. Matthew Clayton Wayner. Griffin Hazen Weigel. Gabrielle Rebecca Werner. Brooklyn Victoria Wharton. David Norris White III. Cameron T. Wiederhoft. Macaulay Grace Wieland. Joseph David DeMartini Williams. Kayla Marie Williams. Heather Lynn Windley. Hannah Lynn Weiniger. Sydney Catherine Withers. Camila Mahalanan, say it again. Mahalani Kalo Witt. Alexandra Marie Wittenbach. Jack Andrew Wolf. David Brandon Kenneth Wollaston Jr. Victoria L. Wolpert. Gwyneth M. Wirtz. Grant Gregory Wunderlich. Michael Francis Worster. Dylan Mitchell Wyckoff. Lee Isabel Weinveen. Fiona Ye. Benjamin J. Zachariah. Jacob J. Zansky. Kaylee Melissa Zierup. Natalie Ann Zeller. Sarah Christine Zishang. Jonathan D. Bading. Catherine N. Baldwin. Hannah Jean Dirksey. Claire Noelle Martin. And now for the Bachelor of Science degrees, Daniela Nicole Aguilar Alfaro. Grace Carol Algrim. Rachel Noelle Alfond. Nestor Alberto Barrera. Alexander M. Berry. Luke A. Baus. George Francis Benitez. Julia Jean Berlin. Monica Tablante Blanco. Thomas Riley Beaucamp. Nathan Robert Boysen. Andrew Nason Briner. Owen M. Brooks. Erin Elizabeth Brophy. Landon James Brower. Megan Elise Campbell. Daniel Eric Clark. Kyle B. Cushman. Joni Davis. Natalie Ann Deering. Matthew P. Delaney. Caitlin Joy Denowden. Jessica Marie Dornoff. Brooke P. Dragoo. Charles Thomas Emmert. Cordell William Engbers. Aaron K. Evans. Kathleen Marie Faust. Kenneth J. Ferris Jr. Joseph Brierly Pfeiffer. Kathleen Elizabeth Finn. Haley Diane Fishman. Kevin Connor Franz. Seth Lucas Gangler. Connor Daniel Gentry. Nathan James Gingrich. Sean R. Gitter. Jessica Danae Guillaume. Alexis Raven Gutierrez. Austin L. Gutting. Mariah Jane Hetty. Brennan Reed Hadaima. William Ross Henkel. Hannah Nicole Howard. Danae N. Hummel. Chanyang Hoang. David Anthony Inman. Jacob H. Jansen. Abigail Orr Jevons. Clara Rose Jurek. Emily Jordan Kane. Richard K. Kish. Megan Carmela Clintworth. Mitchell J. Kunkel. Adam Haynes Cron. Isaiah M. Kiles. Nolan Patrick Ladd. Sian Ruth Lee. Derek C. Lee. Seth Robert McCall. Brandon Miller. Spencer A. Morgan. Ross W. Newland. Anthony Wynn. Kim P. Wynn. Joshua Kimothy Conge. Bryce Crossan Norwood. Andrew M. Oakes. Anne Bridget O'Donnell. Yikes. Nicholas Andrew Olin. Chloe Marie Polajak. Trevor James Parrott. Abigail Nicole Partial. Dane Christopher Peterson Jr. Matthew Lee Petrovich. Jacob William Pledger. Kristen Marie Pogatz. Lindsay M. Porter. Catherine Marie Reed. Bradley D. Rhodes. Ashley E. Rice. Justin Thomas Richardson. Thomas Arthur Ritzman. Andrew William Rott. Autumn Elizabeth Roth. Jada Sabrin Royer. Nicholas B. Rosema. Isaac Joseph Roosh. Adam Dawson Slater. Joshua Kenneth Smith. Liliana G. Sotelo. John Patrick Stack IV. Nicholas T. Steers. Denver Ann Stevens. Mackenzie Lynn Stock. Sarah Louise Swartz. Caleb Michael Sword. Mendon Grace Thomas. Peter Elliott Timperman. Jamila Zena Travis. Shannon Marie Urbanic. Alec S. Van Loo. Ashley Johanna Van Dixorn. Natalie M. Vila. Philip Peter Versluis II. Thomas J. Bismara. Laura Ann Walker. Jonathan S. Ware. Anna Lee Washburn. Colin R. Wasilak. Eric Paul Weeda. William James Yancey. Young Chol Yun. And now for the first Bachelor of Science and Nursing degree is Christiane Abaraji. Alyssa Rose Adams. Rachel May Barber. Natalie Elizabeth Bertolone. Jillian Elizabeth Brown. Rebecca Helen Butler. Grace Caroline Cameron. Sydney Ann Dipple. Erin Julia Doolittle. Madison Grace Gears. Elise Joy Hahn. Sarah A. Jones. Alexandra Ray Lankfur. Morgan Elizabeth Locker. Lauren Joy Meisty. Sarah Marie Melby. Sarah Elizabeth Menzies. Kaylee Joy Mitchell. Jessica Lynn Moore. Sarah Michelle Murphy. Kelsey N. Oatman. Heather N. Ponstein. Natalie A. Rarig. Morgan Jean Ricketts. Naomi M. Scott. Margaret Ann Seek. Andrea Lynn Subsinski. Michaela Lynn Steenwijk. Anne Grace Trapani. Blair Elizabeth Vanderkin. Sarah Ann Vrone. Georgie Marie Cavera Watson. Congratulations, members of the class of 2018.
Graduates of the class of 2018, you are now officially members of the Hope College alumni and the Alumni Association. So beware of development, folks around you. And now, everyone, please rise for the singing of our alma mater, led by the graduating members of the chapel choir.
Steadfast as the anchor
A word to family and friends. In the effort to help our cleanup staff, we ask that everyone would take a moment at the end of this service to pick up any waste that is lying, water bottles, containers placed throughout the stadium. And now, my friends, it is time. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, that you may abound in hope by the power of the Holy Spirit and the Lordship of Jesus Christ. And all the people said, Amen. And all the people said, Amen. And all the people said, Amen. We are adjourned. Congratulations.